Happy birthday to me. Are you ready? 65 years ago today. It was a Tuesday night. I was born in a town too tough to die in Tombstone, Arizona. Then it was a hospital. Now it is a Chamber of Commerce. It's directly across the street from the OK Corral. So on March 15th, 1960, it was a Tuesday night at 9:10 according to Gregorian time. So knowing that it was after sunset, that means that I was actually born on March 16th. Yes, that's God's timing. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere with this. See that right there? Now I'm going to give you a glimpse of the bigger picture before I go from a split screen to a full-blown horizontal screen. All right? So for those of you that know who I am, what you knew about me, from the bodybuilder to the celebrity trainer for more than a decade, to doing radio, television, etc., those were all stepping stones, okay, for what I'm going to share with you now. So just bear with me, and I'm going to go from a split to a horizontal. All right? We'll see ya. Okay, people, here we go. Please listen. 7 times David sings the voice of the Lord. This is in Psalms 29, God's voice. When I was 7 years young, when I heard God speak for the first time, it was in a recurring nightmare. Where? On 7th Street in Benson, Arizona. The 7th day, Shabbat, the Sabbath, is my favorite day of the week. 7 years I was houseless in Manhattan, 3 years in a vehicle, and then 3 more years in a dungeon. Stay with me. Right here. 7 years to build, market, and scale his Diaz brands, only some of them. Now, I assume there was people in my past from the Department of Corrections and family and what have you that would be against me. And then I learned when it comes to wealth, these are the scripture verses. Remember, it is the Lord your God that gives you the power to get wealth. Deuteronomy 10:14. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord's thy God, the earth also, with all that therein is. Everything, not some things, but everything he does, that's me. Everything he does shall prosper and come to maturity. Ecclesiastes 2:26. For the person who pleases God, that's me, okay? God gives wisdom, knowledge, and joy. Again, that's me. To the sinner, God gives the work of gathering and heaping up that he may give to the one who pleases God. Again, that is me. Ecclesiastes 10:19, the second part. Ready? Money answers all things. And then finally, Haggai 2:8. The silver is mine and the gold is mine, declares the Lord of hosts. Make no mistake, I know and I understand the meaning of wealth now, but I've got to do this. Are you ready? I'm going to center this. Please listen. More than 2 decades ago, I dreamt this. I dreamt that I would be in a high-rise and that everything below was green. I was not dead, I was still alive. And I knew that I knew that if I didn't quit, if I didn't give up, that in God's timing, he would bring it to pass. I had to continue to listen, to be faithful, and to press on. I didn't know it would be Central Park. Now, stay with me, because I'm going to do the best I can to stay on course here. This is the bigger picture. What I've been working on for more than a decade plus. Obviously, the Faith and Fitness channel is one brand. Reformation 2 is another brand. Press On is a movement. For more than a decade, the dungeon, this here that I have lived,
It's been documented, it's in post-production now. It is not only a documentary, but it'll be the first one. Now, besides that, please listen, because you're about to be shocked. This is God, okay? I'm going to do this on purpose because as a seer and as a visionary, the only way that I know how to communicate to the world is going to be this way. The book on depression, that was already written more than 3,400 years ago. This book on depression is one of 4. After thinking about my ways, watch this. After staying in my hiding places for 10 years, 3 years in a vehicle, and in a dungeon, I want you to see something. Are you ready? It took 3 years in a dungeon to formulate and to put together what God wanted me to share with the world about depression and how to press on. So, it is actually subtitled From Dungeon to High Rise, where I'm at now. That's God. Now, I don't, this is going to shock you, but I'm going to do it the best way. That's one book. Okay, here's another one. Okay. In Mind Tours, the Spirit of God moved. This has to do with Genesis 1:2, with God's Spirit. But in there is the knowledge that the world needs to know and understand who were my mind tours for more than what, four decades? Everybody from Abraham all the way up to all the prophets, including the kings, King David and his son, as well as Paul and Jesus Christ. Now, book 3, you'll like this one. It's because, okay, here we go. In Mind Mechanic, remember something. Don't wait on me, people. Do not wait on me. For those of you that are godly, for those of you who know and believe in God and believe in his Spirit, believe in his word, remember Ezekiel 18:31. Because in this book, you get to see exactly what I did. Now, here's what I didn't know. Remember, I'm 65 years young right now. But here's what I didn't know and what God was doing in the background. Okay? I knew about this. I knew that God made a promise, but I also know that he keeps his promises. So, when God says, a new mind I will give you, notice what it says here. Make you a new mind, and a new mind I will give you. I did not know that for decades, okay, while I was doing this, God was doing this. Listen very carefully. At the age of 39, God erased my unconscious mind. At the age of 48, God erased and he removed the snare of 48 years of religion, what was causing a lot of depression. At the age of almost 60, so in February of 2020, God erased my subconscious mind. 1 month later, okay, that's when I knew I had a conscious mind. What I didn't know, okay, is that I encourage all of you that are AI literate, that love AI, that use AI, I've got a challenge for you, okay? No, that's not even a challenge, excuse me, wrong word. I encourage you to do something. Ask AI what is a supra mind. What happens when there is no unconscious mind and when there are no subconscious mind, when both do not exist? Thus, from the age of 60, for 5 years now, for more than 60 months now, okay, I have joyfully lived with only a conscious mind. So, the goal now, the calling now, is that by tomorrow evening, the goal is to be able to go ahead and I've got the QR code, but it's not ready yet. But remember these 2 words, tandem mind. So by tomorrow, I'm going to do the very best I can to make at least this one book available to you all. And let's see what happens, because this is not just for you, my followers and my listeners, but this is also for humanity. And the reason why is because it's very simple, okay? The book on depression was already written more than 3,400 years ago, more than 434 years ago. But the world, humanity, is stuck on only self-sabotage. So remember, now, when all of this is done, when I do what I need to go ahead and do, God has a couple of options for me, a couple of high rises on Central Park South, okay, from Columbus Avenue and 59th all the way to 5th Avenue. All of those buildings, everything you see there, that's 5th Avenue. So from the west to the east side, God has a place for me to be able to simulcast and to live stream Solve Depression Permanently in a minimum of 7 different languages, which is pretty exciting. So now you know you're the first ones to get a bird's eye view of where I've been, what I've been doing, who I am now, and you got a picture of what my future looks like and why I'm so busy. And just believe me, okay, when I tell you this, okay, I'm literally in my office, okay? And the reason why is because I sleep on the floor and I wake up joyfully on the floor stretching and I'm running, okay? I do not and I will not sleep on the bed until I get up to that one high rise. So in the meantime, until tomorrow, okay, I'll make you all a promise. I'll make a commitment to all of you, all right? Is that when I post this within a matter of within the hour, by tomorrow evening, no later than tomorrow evening, I'll post another video, and hopefully I'll do the best I can to be able to go ahead and to get this book out to you all, at least this one book out to you all first. And the reason why is because this is the one that sets the foundation, okay? This is the book that sets the foundation, okay? Not just to press on, not just to solve, and not just to stop depression permanently, but to where God can also bless you with a conscious mind only. All right? So, love you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being faithful. Thank you for believing in me. And if you know, okay, within your family, if you have friends, okay, that need to hear this, that need to see this, get this to them. But in the meantime, to all of you, my gift to you all, okay, once I post this and make this available, okay, I'm going to do the best I can to do this tomorrow. Once this is available to you all, okay, I'm going to offer it to you followers, okay, on both the Faith and Fitness channel and on my the YouTube channel in Fernando Mendeville, okay. I'm going to offer it to just all of you for pay what you want. That's right, okay. Whatever you can afford, I'm going to make it available to as a PDF. Pay what you want. Remember, this sets the foundation, but this is one of 4. Okay? So be encouraged. Got to press on, world. Have a good night.